Happy Monday, everybody. I figured it's been a while since I've said hello, and I said I was going to put out some ideas for all of you to let me know what you wanted to see. Just kind of break up the craziness of life right now. And someone requested that I maybe share one of my whiskey recipes, so I'm going to do a one step better. Let's do one of my favorite whiskey recipes and which character in Somewhere Between Love and Justice would drink it. This is a pineapple whiskey sour, which has pineapple juice, lemon juice, and your favorite whiskey. Mine is Buffalo Trace. If you follow me, you know that. It's got just enough lemon juice to make it tart, and then just enough pineapple juice to kind of balance it out. I'm not good at measuring things, so it's kind of all to your taste. So also lots of great vitamins and minerals in here for you guys that are trying to fight off all the craziness. So real fruit, no sugar added. I do all the organic juices when I'm going to do it. I've kind of given up the soda mixers and all the sugars, and then some nice whiskey. Almost like a hot toddy, but you know, we got fruit juice going on. So, which character in Somewhere Between Love and Justice would drink this? Definitely not Sarah Sawyer. She would probably slap me across the face for defiling her whiskey neat. I feel like she would probably be like a rye type of gal. Bullet would definitely have to be her bourbon of choice. And yeah, I feel like she would probably be rye. But I feel like Marshall Jesse Walker could probably appreciate a whiskey sour of the pineapple variety. I feel like it's just tart enough for her personality, but got that little bit of something different, unexpected in there. Yeah, I definitely think Jesse Walker could do a pineapple whiskey sour. So I figured since I had this out, I would also do just a short reading for you from the book, which I think I'm also going to post it up. Somewhere Between Love and Justice will be available for free starting Thursday for about a week. I'll get that set up. But so if anyone hasn't read it yet, doesn't have it, you can get it for free. Check out A Western, The Old West Gunslinger. And so I'm going to read a little bit here from Sarah Sawyer, our gunslinger, when she gets hurt, and Joe Porter is taking care of her. She's the bar owner, and Sarah wakes up at Joe's house. Well, I'd made it another day, or maybe a couple of days. I had no idea how long I'd been out cold or what day it was, but this time I was waking much earlier than before, and my strength had improved since the last time. I pulled back the bandage, and the wound also appeared to be healing well. Joe must have changed it again after I fell asleep. Neat stitches replaced my callous ones. But how well could you stitch yourself with a fresh bullet hole in you, and the rush of almost dying coursing through your veins? I sat up and swung my legs around with much more ease, bringing a victorious smile to my face. When I stood and walked across the room by myself, my smile grew wider, almost giddy. Sitting still was never a strong point, but my body obviously needed the rest more than I cared to admit. Getting shot merely sped up my eventual crash. Through the window, I spotted Joe out in the pasture. She brushed Clover, who shamelessly flirted with the other horses in the field. I had to laugh. Such a prima donna. I turned my attention to the face in the mirror, cringed at my reflection. This is what Joe's had to look at for days? Goodness, I look like death. I poured water in the basin to freshen up. Some days nothing soothes as well as cool water against your skin, and today topped the list. Good thing I had some clean clothes in my pack. I decided on black corduroys and a white and yellow long sleeve button down. Pain still grabbed at me when I bent over, as well as a few other movements. Sharp twinges made it difficult to dress, but by going slow I managed to get into my pants. I walked out of the bedroom, finishing the last of my shirt buttons, and the sight of her standing in the kitchen stopped my feet and my heart. Joe was breathtaking. I'd said it before, but it never rang more true than right now. The ray of light cascaded around her, making it seem as if she glowed. The outline of her voluptuous body etched a barely discernible line through her canary yellow dress. Her dark hair flowed down today, falling freshly along her back and shoulders as she washed dishes in the basin and hummed to herself. I tiptoed closer without a word. My gaze locked on her. I couldn't bring myself to turn away. I couldn't speak. "You're up," she said without a glance. I thought I was quiet enough, but apparently not. I cleared my throat and swallowed hard. "How did you know?" She shrugged. "I can just sense when you're near. Like the other night when you came back to town. I knew." Even with her back to me, the way she spoke gave away her smile. I stepped closer still, doing my best to be silent. Jo kept to task, never ceasing her movements. "You should be resting. A wound like that and the amount of pain. You need time, Sarah." Like a doting mother, she reminded me I should be in bed, knowing darn well I'd be too stubborn to listen. I didn't say a word as I stopped and admired the woman who stood with her back to me just inches away. Kind, gentle, caring Jo encompassed everything that I wasn't. Maybe that's what kept me coming back. I'd never be like her, but when we were together, at least I experienced true compassion in my life, if only for a few moments. My arm slid slow and gentle around her waist. My body pressed against her back, enjoying her warmth against me. She tensed a little in surprise, but quickly relaxed and folded back into me. She fit to a T. I nuzzled my nose into her hair, closing my eyes for a moment as I inhaled. As if the feel of her beneath my fingers didn't please me enough, her infectious lilac scent drove my senses wild. Every little detail found a place in my memory for when we would be apart. My hands traveled across her stomach and down her hips. Her breath caught as I kissed and nipped my way up her neck. I paused at her ear and whispered, "It's more painful being so close and not touching you." Nibbling her lobe, buckled her knees. I loved being able to do that to her. Jo pushed back into me harder to steady herself. The contact pulled a moan from me. I wanted so much more from her, and I tried my level best not to rush it. With Jo, every second was to be savored. I didn't know when or if another chance would come again. All right. Well, that was a reading from Somewhere Between Love and Justice, a gunslinger novel. So we did a little reading and a little whiskey. So I hope you're all doing well. Take care, stay safe, and let me know what you think. We can do this again soon. Bye.